Right now, I am delighted to introduce our very next session by Jack Zhang, CEO and co-founder of Airwallex, one of the fastest growing fintechs today. Now we have Jack who will be sharing on its global ambitions, expansion into the new ASEAN markets, and the importance of fintech in boosting the digital economy. Without further ado, let's welcome Jack and Nazim, the moderator for this session, to the stage. Jack and Nazim, please.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone who's watching, and it's been a terrific Singapore FinTech Festival to start this morning. I'm Nazim Ali. I run business development for Asia Pacific for Airwallex, as well as the acting CEO for Airwallex Singapore. Here with me is Jack. He's the global CEO and co-founder for Airwallex. Jack, thanks a lot for joining us today. This showcase is to share important news about Airwallex. So, before that, Jack, I was hoping you could just share a little bit about Airwallex, who we are, and what our vision is.
Hi, thanks, Naz. Airwallex was founded 6 years ago to build the most cost-effective and efficient cross-border payment infrastructure. Now we have evolved to a company, with more than 1,000 people to build global financial infrastructures to empower businesses to operating anywhere, anytime. So we're providing instant issuance of bank accounts globally to help merchants to collecting payment. We also offer online payment gateway. We have a multi-currency wallet to help you to managing your treasury globally. And we also have a payout infrastructure to allow you to pay to freelancers or employees or suppliers around the world.
Thanks, Jack. And so we're at the FinTech Festival to give an update about Airwallex's expansion. So what good news do we have to share?
We are very glad to announce that we have secured a major payment license in Singapore across, all the sort of 5 major categories, account issuance, e-money, online payments, and then domestic cross-border transfer. So we're very happy that we're able to launch all the Airwallex sort of product suite into the Singapore market and able to sort of also servicing some of the ASEAN regional players out of this market.
Thanks, Jack. And so we are definitely thrilled in Singapore to hear the news. Could you touch up a little bit more in terms of what this will allow for potential Airwallex customers to be able to do, and then maybe just a few use cases?
Yeah, so kind of back into why we're building Airwallex, right? So and what we offer, we wanted to connecting the entrepreneurs, the builders, and the makers around the world to inspire them to and then to kind of access to the infinite global opportunities, to help them to make the life easier to growing that business domestically and internationally. Singapore is such a hub of digital economy in Southeast Asia, but also Asia Pacific, and more digital internet companies are moving at the APAC headquarters into Singapore. So Airwallex is able to using Singapore as a regional and APAC hub to help those businesses to process online payments, to move money more efficiently around the world, to help them to pay out to the suppliers globally, and we offer it through both a web app and an app, and as well as through API. So whether you wanted to just do it by onboarding us with a few clicks, or you wanted to integrating with other API to process global payments, we're able to help you to do so.
Thank you, Jack. And in terms of Singapore, there's been lots of things going on at Airwallex. That's one part of the puzzle. Could you just share with our audience what Airwallex has been up to for the last year in terms of just globally, in terms of footprint, licenses?
We licensed in Hong Kong and then Australia initially, so we expanded our footprint to UK about a few years ago, and this year we had this year and last year we have significant progress in North America. In Netherlands now allowed us to sort of passport the entire Europe post-Brexit. We're also licensed in New Zealand and Canada. And now we finally are licensed in Singapore, so allow us to have a full kind of global footprint. No matter you wanted to do business in APAC region or you wanted to expanding your business selling online to the European consumers or North American consumers, we have a global platform to empower entrepreneurs to do so.
Appreciate that. One common question we obviously get from potential clients, as well as existing, is, Airwallex, what can you do for me today? What else are you building? What makes you unique? So on that last point, how do you answer that one, the unique part?
I think we have a DNA in Asia Pacific, but we also build a global businesses. Our unique proposition is really the global part, right? So a lot of businesses, a lot of payment platforms help you to grow in a single country in a region. But Airwallex have built a global infrastructure that just give you the access to unlimited borderless opportunities. Whether you wanted to open bank account or you wanted to process payment online or offline, you want to send an invoice to your customer, get paid instantly. You want to move money real time around the world. You wanted to make payments around the world. That we have a single platform with ease of onboarding, with also kind of API and easy to understand or easy to use user interface. Just give you everything you need to access the global markets. I think that's where our unique propositions are.
Thank you, Jack. Well, we all know, working at Airwallex, the story of the company was when you had a Melbourne cafe that when you started having supplier payments to make, was the realization that cross-border payments are expensive. You're taking this call from Hong Kong today. I'm in Singapore, so we can't close out the question with this session by not asking you, what is your favorite cup of coffee?
I think there's a very unique coffee most people probably haven't heard of, called Magic, which is essentially a flat line with 3/4 of a milk. So I think one of the values here at Airwallex is really about craftsmanship. So we want to build not just product, but we want to build product with craftsmanship, with obsessed with curiosity. We're offering our customers, the entrepreneurs, the makers and builders, the borderless opportunity around the world to give them the latest and the best sort of user experience they deserve to grow in their business, but without worry about the legacy infrastructure and the financial difficulties and the different regulations around the world. I think back into the basic, as an entrepreneur 6 years ago ourselves, to building a coffee shop, and we had difficulties back then. Today, we have solved most of the issues that we have seen when we started the business 6 years ago, and that just kind of gave us so much inspiration to help entrepreneurs, and the entrepreneurs will keep inspiring us to build better product. I think that's where what Airwallex stands for.
Cheers, Jack. Well, whether it's reinventing cafes and coffee or the global financial infrastructure, we appreciate everything that's going on. And again, really happy to hear that we've been able to announce our major payment institution license in Singapore. We're very excited to expand in Southeast Asia. So thank you very much for your time, as well as everyone who's joining us and listening live. We really appreciate it. We know that we're stopping you from having your lunch, so I think we can finish and have a great Singapore FinTech Festival week. If you are interested to hear more, do check out our website at airwallex.com or LinkedIn, email, or reach out to us in the FinTech Festival week this week. Thank you very much.